said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, blow on. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll talk to you again at halftime, but for the call of this one, let's send it out to our EA Sports broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Jason Myers to get this one started, and we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the third overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here's the offense now. Charles, who's the guy you chose to highlight?
The tone setter, the guy in the middle, Alex Mack. His return, never good for the opposition.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
And middle linebacker Bobby Wagner, he's playing the absolute perfect position. He's the type of guy that you build around. Cornerstone of a defense, his ability to play the run, the pass, and his leadership skills, you get the full package with him.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third and 5.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Just like that.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm just chuckling a little bit because I remember my days playing, and if I had a receiver that was 3 inches taller than me and couldn't complete that play, my confidence was really going to rise at that point. I was going to feel really good about myself. Probably going to let him know it, too.
Yeah, that's the difference between those two guys. 3 inches of height, but, hey, good job defensively to break it free. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 27, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you, Pop.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They run, Devontae Freeman. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Let's get it.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan going up top. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 30 yards. And his guys.
Hey, Julio. I'm about to make the street through the Julio. I got them dirty birds, call me Julio. Soon as the work touch, we make it Julio. Me and my plug sipping down Julio. You out of bounds, we touching down like Julio. I got them dirty birds, call me Julio. Soon as the work touch, we make it Julio. Me and my plug sipping down Julio. You out of bounds, we touching down like Julio. 1 o'clock, Sunday pack, touchdown. All green grass, stretch 100 yards. Waiting on the truth, them my Florida boys. Say he want some Dolphins, ask me what I charge. Julio to work, gon' remix that boy. I got Hail Mary money, cause my money long. I got them dirty birds, I'm talking Falcons. You know I chug and count on every beat I'm on. I got
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We ain't beginning to play you. Don't get nervous.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They run it with Carson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. That time, a 6-play drive, and it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 31, Wilson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Check mark 45. You're trapped. You're trapped.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Check. Line 90.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and an alley to run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. On 3rd down, Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Down, ready, like 25. Strip that ball.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a 2nd missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Get the ball.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackler.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? Mike 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan caught by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pick it up. On your team.
Here's Carson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Looked like they might have been thinking safety with that pressure off the edge instead of worrying about the running back.
I like the observation because many defenses in that situation actually have get a safety in their play call. Upfield penetration, try and trap them in the backfield. Instead, absolutely escaped and fled for huge yardage on that play.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check this.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Seahawks 38-yard line.
59, ready, 80, 50. Know your job.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Now that's the kind of play that just warms the heart of a former safety. When they call your number on a blitz, you're either going to wreak havoc at the quarterback or spill a running play, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot us up at 10. So he was struggling a bit, misses a couple, and he bangs a really long one through.
And Brandon, doesn't it just figure? He'd had a few misses, as you noted, but his coach had confidence to run him back out there and let him bomb away from long distance. And this time, he puts it through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seattle.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 59. That's the run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Wilson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Myers' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll try to run with Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Ready to go.
Here's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
for his mic. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
He is taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just ready to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? You're damn right.
Love to see a 29-yarder next time to get it back in the groove.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
There we go.
Automatic first down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got some space here. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Ryan. Complete to Jones. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Ready, like 25, like 50. Defense wins championships, baby. 49, check 49, check 47.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, 25.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board.
And he loses the football a second time. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
This is Freeman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan now off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
That's what I
do. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10.
Left its seats while I was sleeping.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he shifts past him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
To throw again is Ryan. Jones has it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Blake. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Ready.
Tackles.
Get up.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back 25.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him.
What he said.
Right there. 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't.
Play action. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Ryan, caught by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They run again with Carson. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59. Ricky.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I got you. I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Seahawks ball carrier. The tackle made by Bovada Campbell. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Who's the team? 59. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. And they are going to take possession of the football. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, 1 step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than 1 step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Freeman again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
Let's go, fellas.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. first down. Carson. Alan Bailey in on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Green 80. Mike 45. Hey, let's get in that hole. Undercrush.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.